Okay, so in this smoothie we have cookie flavored protein powder, I think. Okay, this is vanilla cookies flavor from B Pro. It's good with water. I put some coconut milk, like a fourth a cup, and then kale and half a banana. Okay, so this is my pre-workout meal. 3 ounces of potatoes and 2 waffles and 1 little spicy chicken patty with some ketchup, plus my protein shake. So let's dig in. Alright, you guys, we are on our way to LA Fitness. What are you doing today, babe?
I'm doing upper body, push and pull.
I'm doing legs, of course. But we're gonna go kill it. And I'm gonna film some of the workout for you, and then we're gonna have a little chit chat about getting back into your fitness routine after coming back from vacation, or if you've just been in a slump and haven't been working out or eating the way that you have been wanting to eat. Guys, so I'm on my way to go meet my dad for some lunch. You're on YouTube.
Hello. Hello, YouTube fans out there in YouTube land.
This is my dad. He's a lawyer. And this is my sister.
She's a liar.
Yeah, she's a liar. Ooh. Piña colada is my favorite. What's your favorite, babe?
Mango guava. Felíz and I are going to go over something that we actually had to deal with this last weekend. And that's getting back into your workout, getting back into your routine after vacation. We went out of the country for a little bit, got a little relaxed in our fitness goals. Once the vacation's over, you kind of got to get back into it. So we're going to talk about
How to get back on track, how to get back on track with your fitness goals, and just make sure that you're doing what's right for your body, and making sure that you don't stay in that like vacation state for too long. If you didn't really go on vacation and you just kind of like fell off, like people have highs and lows when it comes to like motivation and fitness in general. We all have our times when we're like super into it, and then times when we like just don't go to the gym because we don't feel like it. So if you're seeing this video, take it as like a sign to restart your fitness goals and jumpstart it, and make sure that you're fulfilling you're achieving goals every day.
It's all about consistency. So as long as if you take a break, you just gotta get back on it. Think big picture. You didn't quit being unhealthy from like a couple of days of being unhealthy.
We have 5 tips to get back on track with your fitness goals. And Andy, do you want to start it off?
Yeah, let's start with 1. Forgive yourself. All right, so you went out a couple nights in a row. You ordered out a couple nights in a row. You ate a little sloppy a couple nights in a row. Forget about it. It's in the past. Move on. All right. So you gotta forgive yourself for doing that, and don't start back up with your fitness goals and start getting into that routine out of spite for what you did over the weekend. You know what I mean? Don't get in the mentality of I have to do this because I did this.
Yeah.
Instead say, all right, I'm not gonna forgive yourself for what you did. Like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. That was fun, but let's just do what we were doing before we went on vacation.
Right. That totally makes sense. And like that brings us into our second tip when it comes to like mentality, is like get yourself in the right mindset. So like that goes along with like not punishing yourself. You know yourself, so it's like if you have this mindset, like if you go into the gym saying like how much you hate the gym and how much you hate working out, and you go to the grocery store and think like, oh, I can't buy what I want because it's unhealthy, it's just not gonna work out.
Exactly.
You're not gonna achieve your goals that way. And it's not gonna be fun either. Like that's not really living a good life, right?
Remind yourself how much fun you had going to the gym before you went on vacation. Remind yourself how much fun you have going to the gym in general.
Or just how good you feel, right? Like nothing tastes as good as like it feels, right? So your body feeling good in your own skin is like, and just feeling good in general. Like if you have mental health issues, like eating right and going to the gym and working out is like an essential part of like your brain function and function in general. You're gaining these goals, you're gaining health, right?
Mm-hmm. So now that you're in a good mindset, you're clear-minded, now you could kind of go into our next point, which is like planning out your meals and your workouts and your motivation. So, all right, game's over. Time to get back into it. We have a clear mind. Our vacations in the past. Now we're in our present. So now we have to go back into our meal prepping, our fitness planning, our everything like
right,
that.
so our macros. If you track macros, get back into tracking your macros and figure out how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat you want to eat. Make sure you're drinking enough water. If you don't really track, that's fine, but start planning your grocery lists. A good thing when you're starting to get back on the wagon is like plan your workout, write it down before you get to the gym, so that way when you get there, you're not just like kind of standing around, you're not gonna leave early, you're not gonna rest for too long, write down your rest time too, and once you get there, you'll like completely know why you're there, what exactly you're gonna do, so you can get there, do it, and then leave.
Sometimes it's even hard to get into the gym, so if you know you want to go to the gym and you're getting yourself to go, and you aren't really feeling the workout that you have planned, or that you if you're maybe jumping back into your workout plan and that the day that it coincides on is something you don't want to do, just start out by going and telling yourself, we're going to do whatever it is that you like to do. If what you really like doing is curls, and all you really want to do is curls, go to the gym and start out literally just doing curls and arms or whatever it is that you really like. And then one, at least you're there doing something. And two, maybe that will transition into something else, and you actually will follow through with the workout of the day.
If you go and you stretch for an hour, that's also like an adequate amount of exercise.
That's a workout.
It is. As long as you keep your heart rate up and you're having fun and you're moving, like that's exercise.
And then moving into the next point is like, don't go too crazy after an intense weekend of binge drinking and dancing and maybe not staying super hydrated. I don't even condone binge drinking and not being hydrated and stuff like that. On vacation, I feel like you should still, as best to your ability, stick to your fitness and nutritional goals.
But sometimes you go off the wire. People make mistakes.
Exactly, everybody does that. I did that. We did
that, yeah. And so when you go back, a good time to have a nice heavy lift is after you've been in a caloric surplus for a while. So the day after is like the prime time to just go and like see what your 1 rep max is, right? So go and you have all these calories, you have all this energy that hasn't been used and that's just been stored as like lipids, you go and you use that. No amount of cardio in the world is going to reverse the fact that you had a bunch of drinks and a bunch of food.
And that may even be your first day back actually not involving the gym at all, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe it is just we're stretching or just taking this time to hit our last point, which is remembering to nourish yourself. So when I got back, I didn't even hit the gym the first day that we got back. Instead, I got a gallon of water and I said, I'm going to gallon challenge myself today. And I'm going to eat as much leafy greens and as much protein as I can.
Yeah, because that's what feels good to him. That's what makes
me feel good. I actually do remember, I think we went out for breakfast and I got this like a breakfast kale salad. So it was like a kale with some tofu on top of it and sweet potatoes. And I distinctly remember eating the kale salad and like getting endorphins. Like I was super happy because my body was just craving those greens that had been deprived of the past couple days. So, and I knew when I saw kale that that's what I wanted. So I really listened to my body, and I actually felt a physical reaction in my gut biome.
And like for me, getting back into it and like nourishing myself is like making sure I'm very environmental when it comes to that. So making sure that I have lists around me, making sure that like what really actually gets me back into my groove and nourishes me is like watching a fitness video. Going to the grocery store really makes me feel nourished because it's like now I have all this healthy food in the fridge that I have access to that I didn't spend a bajillion dollars on, so I don't have to go out and eat. You know, it takes the pressure off. Just doing things that make you feel good, not even just with fitness, like, but you know, that goes for eating too. Like if you come back from vacation and you've been eating so crappily, like yes, sometimes it goes this way where like you want to eat greens and that's what you're craving, and sometimes you're like your body wants, it's a creature of habit, it wants fried food and it wants that kind of stuff. So if like that is what you need for the first day, do it.
Like you said, if that's really what your mind needs to kind of get back, you know, into the groove of things, to get settled, and go ahead and do it. Never
deprive yourself on like a rest day and on a nourishing day.
I think Chance has something to say.
Chancey. Hi, cutie.
All right, so we had the first one, which is forgive yourself. It's in the past. All right. So 2, get in the right mindset. 3, plan your meals, plan your workouts, and plan what's going to get you motivated. You know. 4, don't go too crazy. Take it easy.
Well, one's steady, one's a race, yo.
Hey, take it easy. All right, and then 5,
nourish
yourself.
Don't do what you think you should. Do what you feel that you should. Right? Do what you feel.
Yeah, but also use your brain too. Don't drink the breakfast beer because that'll make you feel.
Don't drink breakfast beer. Just don't do it.
Just one time.
All right, that's all. That completes this video.
Don't forget to hit me up if you have any questions about, you know, fitness and nutrition and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I'm not as active on social media as this beautiful one here, but I do got some tips. Bye, Roy.
Bye. Flex. You can't even flex it. It's so big. It's big. It doesn't look that big on camera, unfortunately, but it's pretty big.
It's in the past. All right.
Oh.
So you gotta